Hi everyone and welcome. I'm Diane and my passion is painting and creating nature-inspired watercolours in my studio, which are easy for you to do too. I share all my paintings with you on YouTube, and on our website dianeantone.com you can find free downloadable sketches for all the videos to help you make the most of your painting journey. And if you'd like a little bit more, we also have channel memberships with loads of perks for you to enjoy. So welcome on board. Click subscribe and turn on notifications, and let's learn to paint watercolour. Hi everyone, Diane here, welcome to my studio. Well, Easter's coming. You wouldn't believe it when you consider the weather. So I thought it was about time we better make an Easter card, don't you think? So I've got this little idea here seems appropriate to me for a chick. Quick squiz there. You can stop the camera if you want, but I'm not going to give it all away before we start. So the first thing we need to do is to draw a shape for a chick, and chicks are kind of egg-shaped. So I've got here a template that I've made. What I did was I printed out on the internet this, and I copied it onto a piece of paper and I printed it out as 3 egg shapes like that in 3 different sizes, and then I've cut them out. And this works really well because you can either draw around the egg shape like that, just draw around it, or if you want to do spatter or something like that, you can put the template, so you've got like a stencil and you just spatter or fill it in or whatever over there. So that's that works as a double thingy, what's it? Anyway, I'm going to use this shape as the basis for my chick. I'm not drawing an egg, I'm doing a chick. And because I want to do it as quickly and easily as possible for you. So basically what you do to do this chick, you're basically going to draw an oval like that, an egg-shaped thingy. And then what you're going to do next is you're going to sit down and you're going to put in the eyes. And we put the eyes really big and really quite high. And put the pupils there. And then we're going to put in some floofy wings at the side, like that. And then we're going to just bring down a leg here, give him a nice knee and feet. And is it a girl or is it a boy? You can't tell, you know, when chicks are born, or hatch rather, you can't tell whether they're boys or girls. It's a great problem for the owner of said chicks. Give him a nice little tail at the back there. And then I'm going to have him standing on a sprig of some kind of leaf, perhaps. Something coming around here. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that yet. So there we are. And now we'll paint him or her. I'm using a piece of watercolor paper here. I don't know what it is, to be quite honest, but it's relatively thick, £140 or something like that. And I've just folded a piece of it in half. I think I've got a little pencil mark there that I don't want. Just rub that out. Okay. Let's see how this goes. So I'm using my Kuretake colours, and this is a bright lemon yellow colour. Could be cadmium yellow also, probably is. It's very bright. Wow, almost hurts your eyes. It's so bright. And I'm putting it on reasonably thickly so that it's nice and intense. And we'll just paint more or less around the eyes. This is one that would definitely work for children, I should think, to do. And I'm going to do doodles on him when he's dry. So we put the wings in. And let's just put some yellow on his tail feathers like that. So there we are, that's the yellow part done. And we'll pick up some sort of darker yellow, orangey colour. Not too orangey, but a little bit. And we'll just put some shadow in down the bottom there. All quite rough. A little bit on the wings as well. And then we want to pick up some brown for his little legs, his little knobbly knees. just paint those in. And we'll use the same colour, I think, for his mouth. Now, he can have a little bit of fluff coming off his head, but he's not got a comb, that's the word. He's not got a comb because he's still too young. So I'm going to make that a little bit darker, perhaps. There we are. And then I'm going to get some green paint. And I don't know what colour green to use, really. I don't know what this is going to come out as, but it's fairly dark, and I'm going to put it on fairly thick. And just come right the way around him, like that. And then we'll put some leaves. On there. Okay, now we need to let that dry. And, oh, I could put his little eyes in, couldn't I, using some black paint. Let me let it dry and come back and do some doodles. Okay, so that's nice and dry now. And I'm going to start with a brown pen. This is the Winsor & Newton brown fine liner, and first thing I'm going to do, I think, is to basically very loosely go around the outside of the chick. I'm not really following the pencil lines exactly, just kind of scooching over them a little bit, so can't really see them anymore. And just draw in his tail there, and then his knobbly knee legs, like that. Okay, and his feet. And go around his mouth, or her mouth. And perhaps we go twice around the eyes, or 3 times. In this thin, this is a 0.1 thickness, so it's quite thin. And then we've got various things that we can do at this point. You could either just leave it like this and perhaps do some embellishment on the leaves. So you could put in your veins and maybe some dots. I think dots always look good on leaves. So like that, perhaps. Something like that. And you could put some dots if you wanted to on the stem as well, maybe. Entirely up to you. And then I probably think it's quite a good idea to outline the leaves. You don't have to do that, but you might feel you want to. But don't be too accurate about it. Just like that. And then what we can do, if we want to, is we can basically doodle all over our painting. So you can do it in any colour you like. You can do it in brown or black or both. Let's find some black. You want a thin one. You don't want to use thick, but you could probably get away with 0.3. Oh, wait a minute, that's brown. Don't want that. 0.5, 0.1. There we go. And we can do, this is a bit like, we did some doodly birds, didn't we, last year? So we'll put some flowers on, just kind of like that. And what else could we put? We could put little sunshine like that, maybe. We could have, what could we have? Well, you can always fall back on the good old spiral. You could have little heart shapes. That seems appropriate for Easter. Little heart shapes. And we could have, oh, I don't know. That's about it really, probably. And we might want to, oh yes, embellish up here a little bit. We can come round here and make that look a bit better. Last night, just as we were leaving the studio, what was it, about 10 o'clock, I think, I had a big frame. I think it's about 2 foot by 1.5, about 18 inches by 24 inches. And it was with glass, and it was sitting at the near the door. And I'd been thinking about it all day and thinking, oh, I must put something in that frame because it's just sitting there. And it's an expensive frame, so it ought to have something in it. But I didn't get round to it for one reason or another. And just as we were going out of the door last night, there was this almighty crash. And we thought, what? Something like that. So we went back inside and we found that one of the cats, I think it was Frankie, had knocked it over. Well, he hadn't. He'd just broken it. The glass was smashed to smithereens, and the frame was still standing there upright, as if nothing had happened. So I honestly don't know what did happen. I have no idea. So having done that, I'm now going to just put some colour on top of these little shapes and hope it doesn't. Oops, oh, it's not supposed to run. It's supposed to be waterproof. Whoops. Okay, well, we won't do much of that then. Oh dear. Hang on a minute. I'm going to have to dry that and start again. Well, I don't know what's going on there. So I'll do my little hearts again. That is literally not supposed to happen. Oh well. I'll tell you what I'll try then. I'll try the brush pens and see how they go. I don't know what that's all about. It's not supposed to happen. That's okay now. Well, anyone could explain that to me. I should be interested to know. Okay, now the white, perhaps. I'm going to come in with some dots. There we are. So I think that'll do. I think that's done. And all that remains to be done is to write on it somewhere, Happy Easter, I suppose, or whatever wish you wish to wish. It would have to be down here, wouldn't it? And so we would write something like that's original. So there we are. One super quick Easter card. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you again soon. Bye everybody. Bye bye.